And welcome everybody to ABC 25 Local Lifestyles. I'm Angie Humphrey, and we'll get to Ron Rhodes in just a second because he's out at the Fall Festival. Today on the show, all the fun details for the Halloween Ball presented by River City Pride for the whole family. Expert tips to keep us safe from those relentless scammers in our Money Wise segment. And you're invited to a scavenger hunt for a very good cause. Jason and Julie are going to bring us up to speed in just a minute. Canine Detection Service owner and founder shares his story and the many programs that he offers. And we'll get a tour of beautiful Solar Braun on the west side. So big show for you today. And of course, unless you live somewhere else you don't know about it, it's Fall Festival Week. The weather is great, and so we just sent our weatherman down there to see about what's going on West Franklin Street, all the food, all the fun, all the folks. And Ron Rhodes, we are ready to hear from you. Are you eating a pork parfait this morning already?
I'm not eating a pork parfait. I mean, the pulled pork parfait, I could eat that every day, don't get me wrong, but I got to try so many different foods that we've got out here, and we've got a food selection from a new booth that I've not tried before. And who am I with, and what do you got?
Claudia Merkley, Salem United Methodist, booth 55. We have brisket sliders. We have the Salem slider, the original, which is a Southern Dixie treat.
Yep.
It's got brisket, mild cheddar cheese. It's got a sweetness you're going to love on a Hawaiian roll.
That's exactly what I want right there. I'm taking it. All right, now what else you got?
Then we have the Devil's Tongue, which is a little spicier version. It's got some pepper jack. It's got some homemade jalapeno chutney right there.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Here we go.
All right.
All right.
Now, wait a minute. Now, this is Ryan Begg, by the way. Ryan's the Streets chairman this year, right?
Yes, Streets chairman this year, yes.
But we'll talk about that in a second. We got to eat first. Eating's more important right there. Okay, what else you got at the booth other than
All right,
sliders?
we are the
delicious?
Orange Pumpkin booth. We're booth 55, so we have pumpkin everything. Pumpkin fudge, pumpkin ice cream, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice sweet potatoes that are amazing, and pumpkin spice lattes.
Really?
And we sell sodas, sweet tea, coffee, everything.
You got the good, and you know the coffee sales were probably down last couple of years.
Yeah, they were up yesterday.
And they'll be up on Saturday. Saturday's going to be really chilly from start to finish.
Thank you for the cooler weather, Ron Rhodes.
I know, well, no, I have nothing to do. I'm just glad to bask in this cooler weather. We deserve it after what we went through.
Absolutely.
We had a couple of summer festivals.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, what booth number and which one
55, Salem United Methodist, the orange booth.
Of course, it's an orange booth because it's all about pumpkins.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. All right, boys, what do you think?
This is the Devil's
Tongue.
This is absolutely
Salem
delicious.
slider.
This is absolutely delicious.
Now, is it too hot, though, Ron?
No, if you're a spicy kind of person, it's not that bad. If you don't like spicy, it's still pretty good. So, yeah, this is really, really
Nice.
good. Really, really good.
Hey, I love this, too, even without all the jalapeno.
My husband created that Devil's Tongue, and I created the Salem slider, so we kind of have a competition every year.
Oh.
So it's kind of 50-50.
I hate to vote against you. I haven't tried that one yet.
Okay, well, you got to come down to 55 and try that one and let me know.
Well, I tell your husband, thanks a lot. You guys keep the competitions going.
Oh, yeah.
And next year, you'll have something new.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Next year, you're going to be rich because you're winning the half pot, aren't you?
That's right. Saturday, they're drawing my number.
Almost up to $19,000 already.
So
After one day.
buy your tickets so I get half that pot.
All right, Claudia, thank you very much. Thank you for the sliders. I appreciate
welcome.
it.
Thank
Ron, we
you.
better talk
This is
about
the best interview I've ever had.
You know, you got to do
this
some
is
eating.
pretty.
I mean,
Oh
it's
my
the Fall
gosh!
Festival.
Yes,
Are you kidding me?
yes.
Well, speaking of food, obviously, which is all I ever want to talk about out here. I mean, what are the new food booths that are out there?
We got two new food booths. The Hottie Shrine Mariners. They're booth 71.
Right.
They have barbecue this year, and the Wrights Modern Day Baseball Group. They got together and they're having the walk-off taco, which is like a deluxe walking taco.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What all's
yes.
on it? Do you know?
You know, I don't know.
No,
I don't know. Yeah,
we can find out,
right? I just ate it so quickly. I couldn't even see what was on it.
It was delicious, though. Now, all right. Now, you got those are new booths. What are some other new foods out here? Now, I've heard, over here at Swerka, they've got like what's called the walking cobbler, which is in a waffle cone. You got cobbler, and then you got ice cream on top of it. That's something new that I need to try before this week is over with. What's something you want to try?
The one thing that I've heard a lot about is Twin Towers has the meatball tower.
Yeah.
That has the Parmesan cheese on it, and I heard it's absolutely delicious.
What have you heard about the Brownie Grippo's Volcano? Have you heard anything about that?
I have not, but
Look
it
at that,
sounds
I'm throwing a
delicious.
curveball,
I mean,
right?
it's like, wow. I love brownies. So
When we love Grippos.
Yeah, Grippos. I mean, what's not to like?
What's the one food, Ryan, that you always have to have when you come out here?
The pork grenades.
The boy.
Yeah, yeah, the pork grenades.
Those are really cool.
Yep.
All right, what are all of your basically, what do you have to do as a streets chairman? I mean, I know that you basically were campaigning for the job. You really wanted the job. You got the job. What do you got to do?
Well, it is a year-round job.
Right.
So actually this morning we were going around to all the booths and passing out contracts for next year already.
Right.
So Friday we'll collect our money and collect the contracts. Then it's a year progress as far as, changing booth names, or not changing booth names, but if a booth drops out,
right.
we have a waiting list to get in. And then we collect certificates of insurance throughout the year, and then develop the Munchie Map in the summertime and get all that to the press. And so it's a year-round deal.
I'm a little curious. Now, if I want to get on this waiting list, and my chief photographer, John Simpson, and I want to get our own Funky Fruit booth out here at the Fall Festival, how long is that list?
It's a 25 organization waiting list. Yeah.
About how many booths drop out on an average year?
Last year we had 2. I believe this year we'll have 3, possibly. We haven't heard official word yet, but so anywhere from 1 to 3, maybe 4 booths a year.
John and I are going to be retired by the time that's a long way. No surprise, because seriously, I mean, for a lot of these organizations, this is the big moneymaker. And when you think about it, on weather, weeks like we're going to have, I mean, this could be almost record sales as far as that goes, I would think.
Yeah, some of these organizations make tens of thousands of dollars down here.
Yeah.
And it's great because this is sometimes their only fundraiser for the entire year.
Right. And so that's the thing. And plus, when you think about it, I mean, if you're earning enough money, but you got to man that booth. I mean, and I guess that's a lot of time. People have to take weeks off and stuff like that, right?
You'd be surprised at how many people take this entire week off. And that is the one thing that we hear over and over from our booths is we struggle to find volunteers.
Yeah.
So if you have not volunteered yet, if you have some time this week, look up your church or look up your school organization and volunteer some time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ryan, I'll let you finish the rest of that slider. Great to have you out here. And as far as the weather goes, we're seeing temperatures in the mid-70s later today. Plenty of sunshine. There is not a cloud in the sky over West Franklin right now, Angie. It is looking marvelous. And I've got more food to eat, plenty of food to eat. So I'm going to go get to it right now, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
It's a job you do so well. We all count on you for that, Ron. Well, we'll be back with more local lifestyles and more fun from the Fall Fest. We'll also be back with Jason and Julie. We're going to go on a scavenger hunt.